So I'm currently um, into two trades in Euro USD and GBP USD and USD Swiss, and we'll just look at what and how we could have traded on that, and what are the pairs that we can look onto, and how can we trade. What I'm gonna show you is step-by-step checklist on how to enter for a trade, and how to enter for a trade and how to look for opportunity in your trades. So we'll start from how did I enter this trade, what did I look for today's price action. So we'll focus on today's price actions, but my other videos has other things that I've shown, other examples, charts examples, and step-by-step checklist, and I do not change that. So let me have that screenshot so that I will use it for further information. So I'll start with GBPUSD, how I entered, how I traded, and what I can look for. So first thing first, we'll go to step-by-step checklist. Let me write where it can be seen easily. So what do I usually look for? My strategy is known as power of three. Power of three, that is AMD. So power of three, also known as AMD, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Inside power of three, I usually look at 4-hour candle. 4-hour candle. 4-hour candle is what I'm looking at, and what I'm basically looking at is a sweep of previous candles. So if this is a if we are bullish, so if we are bullish, the next candle can open right there and sweeps below, and what I'll be waiting for is the price to come back into that zone and push to continue being bullish. So what I'm basically looking is 4-hour time frame. That is what I'm looking at, 4-hour, power of three. So another thing that I'm looking at is entry. I'm looking at trend and momentum. I'm looking at trend and momentum. I want to know where the price is going. Trend and momentum, which is backed by market structure. So, and lastly, I'm looking at entry. So those are the things that I'm looking at. I'm looking at power of three, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Power of three, basically, you all know that in the lower time frame, what you usually look for is accumulation. You want to see price just accumulating, and then the price takes liquidity and then distributes. That is accumulation. Let me use a different color so that we can understand. This is accumulation. Sorry, I'm little bit niko slow kidogo, but mtaniwia radhi. So we have accumulation, we have manipulation, and we have, after manipulation, we have distribution. We have manipulation and distribution. Let me use a different color. So for that case, if you look at how candle can be formed, 4-hour candle, maybe this is a 4-hour candle there, which will create accumulation. But we have other things that we are measuring in. We are looking at the trend also. So if this one is a bullish candle, so at this candle we opened there, price went and it closed somewhere there. So the next candle opened there and closed somewhere there, but it went below. So I'm using the previous. I'm using here. We had the price was bullish. Maybe it started from the price came from this place. So the price came from this place. We have there, maybe the candle opened there, we are bullish that day, price closed there. What I'm looking is any kind of a manipulation. So when you look at here, price manipulated, and where did it close? You look at the candle, it closed there. So if this one is on the 4-hour time frame, my next buyers is telling me that we've had a sweep of this low, and what I'm looking is for to take the price above. That is if we are on bullish, and today price action was bullish price action. So what I'll be waiting for is the price to pull to give me a swing high. If I'm bullish, the price will give me a swing high, and then something like this could happen. How do I create my swing high? I draw my swing high there. This one is swing high range. I draw my next swing high on the 15-minute time frame. Remember what I showed you here. Where is it? Remember what I've shown you here is this one is I'm looking at trend and momentum. I'm looking at 4-hour candle, and I'm looking at where can I enter. So my entry is, so remember, we have three things we are looking at: power of three, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. If we don't have accumulation and manipulation, we don't enter, because what we want to capture is distribution. And when you look at this trend and momentum, what has happened already here? The price has just broken. So I mark the first one. If the first one will be broken, I enter. If the second one will be broken, I enter. All I have to do is just wait, and that is where you can take a position. If we have a close of candle in above here, maybe on the M15-minute, or you can go to 5 minutes. So this one could be a long position maybe. You open a long position, so you will have your swing low there. You've opened a position above there, and then you are looking for 3 risk to reward ratio. But me, I usually look for 2.6, 2.7 around there. So that is how you actually enter. Don't forget the 3 things that you look at is power of 3, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. 4-hour candle, you look at the trend and momentum, and you look at how can we enter. And when I come to today's example, the trade was from yesterday. GBPUSD, the trade was from yesterday. So you start from 4-hour, look at 4-hour power of 3 and combine it with trend and momentum. So what did I look for yesterday? Nilikuwa naangalia nini jana? This one is taking long. I don't know what is happening. network yetu iko na come on, our network is slow. So basically I'm waiting for the network to come back.